What's up, guys? Going on, my self-paid people, community. I hope everybody's doing very, very well. I just wanted to cut this quick video and just basically give you guys a quick overview of how to review the market and what I discovered last night on a pair that I actually jumped into, and really understanding when the market makes a strong move in a direction, and then there's a correction, and then continuation in the trend. So I'm expecting, especially with heavy news coming out tomorrow with Great Britain's elections and going forward. And I'm telling you guys, like, if you understand this, you back test this, and go over a few pairs, and you will see, on top of everything that we've already been doing, everything that we already factor in. Combine this, I mean, I'm telling you, it's going to take your trading to the next level. All right. So as always, let's get to it. Application windows. I need my FX choice. There we go. Okay. So as you see here, first chart that pops up is the USDCHF, right? So this was our breakout candle, right? If you look on it, I drew a trend line. This trend line so strong. Why is it so valid? Because look, you have a move to the downside. Right here was the correction, where the market basically comes back up, going on, an uptrend, another move to the downside. Here, it's basically been consolidating, and the higher time frame, we're actually in a strong area for price to go up, right? Look at all these wicks, all these areas. So this is actually a great buying area. So if you're still in this trade, stay in it. I've placed my stop loss around 0.95, 400. Give myself that wiggle room for it to drop, but I don't really see it dropping too far down. As you can see, basically on the daily, it's consolidating. Last 2 days is basically consolidating. Hasn't even continued the trend. So I expect a breakout to the upside coming very, very soon. And one of the things I wanted to point out is people always struggle with, when do I get in? When do I get in? And over the last several weeks, what have we discussed? We discussed, like, when you see engulfing candlestick, get in on the next candle, place your stop loss at that previous high or low, and then just let it play out. But what I realize is, even with the engulfing candlestick, much all the time, there's going to be a correction. So for this, for example, you see this breakout candle, and then you see price basically come back all the way up or around near it. In order for this to truly be a trend continuation, you would need another candle formation, engulfing candle, for it to continue going on, right? So it didn't really happen here. It came up here, hit this high, small demand zone right here, and then you finally got the drop. So even if you would have got in here or here, you probably would have got stomped out, but it still went. But what I'm realizing is, instead of us getting in at the initial opening of the next candle, wait for the pullback, because it's gonna be done. And regardless of where it happens, it's going to happen. Gonna happen. Like, you all waiting for the sell. Now, why are we waiting for a sell? Look at overall market structure. Demand zone, strong supply zone here. Because of this move right here, we're basically at the point of pre-exit. Basically there. Look at the strong move to the downside. So we haven't been up there since pre-exit. Now, if you look at the weekly, right? Now look here. On the weekly, about 3 weeks ago, we had our engulfing candlestick. But what happened in the next following 2 weeks? Right? A correction moving up. You'll see it on the smaller time frames. Remember, whatever happens on the smaller time frame happens on the bigger time frames. time, it just takes more time for it to develop. So this uptrend, I'm actually happy. I'm excited. Like I have a couple sell positions in right now. I'm not too down. And as you can see, my stop loss is above the previous highs. So my target is first 127 and then come all the way down to 124. So we'll probably, and the market has been, I expected the breakout to happen pretty much yesterday, day before, but it's not a problem. They're pretty much leaving this up until the election. Like I always say, they like to use news events in conjunction with the market to, cause a movement, but it was going to make that move anyways. So if you notice, where's price leading up to? Right into a nice supply zone, right? How convenient. Here you look left, look, it dropped. The same movement right here. Movement. Market should come up, hit this zone, and then we should get a reversal candlestick, an engulfing candlestick on the smaller time frame. So now I move over. This is on the daily, right? Basically the constructive move on a smaller time frame here. So we're looking on the daily. Most traders are probably thinking, oh, this is going on an uptrend, it's going on an uptrend, not realizing like, hey, this is really about to begin a big move to the downside. So as I pay attention, pretty much you want to pay attention to the 4 hour, preferably the 4 hour. You can also look at the 1 hour, and you want to wait confirmation. You want to wait for a strong engulfing bearish blast out of here. Once it does, this will let us know. This is one thing I do like about big news events. When something big does happen, that's your confirmation. It's pretty much telling you that this is where the market is going. Market is going. So no matter what, tomorrow we're gonna know whether this is a real uptrend or as I'm predicting, this is gonna go on a sell. All this right here, all this consolidating and everything, if you think about it, all GU's been doing is bouncing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Tonight, probably around London, you'll probably see it fake out to this high somewhere, and then boom, you're gonna see a big move just come down. Surprise. And let me tell you guys, you do not want to miss this. This is gonna be a nice move to the downside. All right, I know for sure it'll touch 127. Eventually, probably get down to 124. All right, this is an easy 240 pip move all the way down to over 500 pips. You catch this, guys, you've pretty much made your month. You made your summer. All right. And what I realized, the market does this every time. Like, look over here. Look at this big candlestick, right? Yeah, you could have got in at a buy, but look, you really want to wait. You really want to wait for the market to pull back, right? And after the market has pulled back, gone into basically consolidation, it's a corrective move. You want to wait and see, like, for that bearish engulfing candlestick to confirm that, all right, price is definitely going on an uptrend or is definitely going on a downtrend. Same thing here, UCAD, right? Expecting this because of this big move over here. This big move over here. This is a new demand zone. So I talked about this, talked about it even on the webinar, right? So now, if you look at the daily, this is forming an engulfing bullish candlestick. That's good confirmation, right? This is good, strong confirmation right here. If you look at the 4 hour, perfect. The way I marked it up, it's actually looking like a double bottom. So, that's even more confirmation. Definitely want to get past the V-neck. We know this is going to go back to this high up here. Literally let this ride. But let me tell you something. And I guarantee it. The moment today's daily candlestick, don't be surprised this pulls back about 20, 30, 40 pips, kind of like what USDCHF did today. Uptrend and then pulled back. we will know once price curves around, gives you that bullish engulfing candlestick, and then continues the trend. And it shows you right here, perfect classic example right here. I'm gonna box this up for you. All right, erase everything so you guys can really see this. I'm gonna box this up for you. Same thing happened here. Same thing happened here. You got your engulfing candlestick. Price, you see, pulls back, then went on an uptrend. Always wait for this. Wait for this happen. Don't chase after this. I realized that last night. I said, you know what? And it was nothing crazy. You know, obviously, what's losing when we're catching, you know, 100 to 300, 400 pips on a daily basis. But as a trader, you should always be perfecting your craft, right? Whatever you're learning, whatever your talent is, whatever you're trying to master, you're always perfecting your skill set. So I realized even with these engulfing candlesticks, even though they're great indication if price is really going on that trend. So as you see here, boom, and then it pulled back. It pulled back. So when it was pulling back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, on this small engulfing candlestick, that was your indication. Or even on this one, boom. And as you can see, and then it did the same thing over here. And then what happened? And then move to the upside. And then you got your engulfing candlestick at the high. And then what happened? So drop down. Drop, you didn't get in at this high here. This would be actually your second entry. You see how that works? When price went on a downtrend, this uptrend was the corrective move. So when you got this engulfing candlestick, second chance to get in on a sell. You see how that plays? And it does it on every single time frame. Same thing here. You guys can back test this. Look, no matter what, you are gonna get this construct you are gonna get this consolidation, this corrective move. You're gonna get it. Look, upside, corrective, upside, corrective, upside, corrective, upside, boom. Every single time. What happened here? It's gonna come up, pull back, pull back, pull back. Keep in mind, you want to box this in. Corrective move in the market. It's a corrective move in the market. In three directions: goes up, goes down, and moves sideways. So when you see it moving sideways here, understand, well, what's the true direction of it? On an uptrend, is on a downtrend. If you can identify that, you really know what price is about to do. Boom. Like I said, based off of supply and demand zone, I know this is going to go on an uptrend, this USDCHF. I know this GU is going to go on a downtrend. Looks like a big based off the 4-hour daily, but if you look at the weekly and you look at last time price was at this high, this was a big downward move down to 1-1. Imagine if this goes all the way back down here. This is over 900 pips. This move right now, this is only a corrective move. Market does that every single time. Shoots up, corrective move. Then continues the trend. Same thing every single time. All you're doing is on the higher time frames, what currency you're trading on the higher time frames, you wanna find your supply, your major supply and demand zones. And after that, once you've identified that, you want to know whether the price is on an uptrend, on a downtrend. You want to wait for those engulfing candlesticks. That's good. That's a strong indication that price is about to go on an uptrend or a downtrend. But then you want to wait for that corrective move. If it happens, boom, you can get back in. Even on this pre-exit move, right? This was pre-exit. Pull back here. All this pullback was just a corrective move to go even further down. Just because of why? This strong daily stick. Come up at this high here, get in for a sell, get in for a sell, get in for a sell. And then boom. Price went down even after re-exit, price went down an additional 14,000 pips. You can back test this. Back test, back test. We can go over another pair. Actually, I marked up a nice one. GJ. Example. Perfect example right here. Guys, you're going to love this. Perfect example. Right? Didn't I tell you? We talked about this. Got the strong supply zone on the weekly. What happened? Boom. Hits it to the downside. Right? Now, as it's doing that, stick right here, what do you have? Move. Now this is on the daily. Now if I go down to the 4 hour, and boom, what do you have here? Move. And if you look through in it, wait. Just wait. All you're waiting for, especially on a 4 hour, all you're waiting for, remember, the higher the time frame, the stronger the confirmation. Right here. Place my stop loss above here, and then boom. The downside. Same thing. Right? And now price has basically been on a downtrend ever since. To the downside, and then this was a corrective move. Corrective move. Corrective move. Corrective move. All of these. What shows up, guys? What's the common denominator in all these pairs? What shows up? You always get your engulfing candle. Well, on a 4 hour, 1 hour, you'll find it. It's in there, right? Right before it takes off, right before this big drop here. You got your engulfing. You got your engulfing candlestick. Right there, right? Right there. What do you think is going to happen with this one? Where current price is at now? Right? Possibly hitting this high, 142, low 300s, and then another breakout. If you look at the overall trend, this should come down all the way to this supply, this demand zone down here. Higher, and on top of that, if you look at not today's, Monday's candlestick, this was engulfing candle. So you know, it's gonna come up, because if it was really a change of direction, it would blow past this around. So we're gonna wait. But if a bearish engulfing candlestick happens anywhere around here, you know you can get in for a sell comfortably. It's supposed to be. You know, overall, the trend is a downtrend. If you look at the weekly, look at the weekly, it's just been dropping, If we hold this on a weekly basis, it's supposed to actually end up all the way back down to 135. It down for you guys. You know, the next stop is going to be really 139, 138. But that's still good. Here, this is a nice 300 pip move. You hold it over 600 pips. Anytime you see a big move like this engulfing candlestick, expect a corrective move. Expect it. Especially if you're trading off the daily, the weekly, the 4. Trust me, you look on even on the 1 hour. Even though this right here looks like a big uptrend, frames there was pullbacks. All right. So you guys can back test this, look this over. It you know, like I said, it pretty much holds true. Not only GJ, also EJ as well. EJ is about to do the exact same thing. the exact same thing, right? So it's pretty much made it past this trend line. I mean, this lows right here is price just making a corrective move. Look, candlestick. This should just come up, right? Come up, come up, come up, and then next move down. Next move down. I expect this to come down to at least 120. Come down all the way to 118. All the way to 118. And if you guys just hold, you already know this. We've been doing it. We've been catching over 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is swinging right now over 800 pips just on one position. All right. Same thing every single time. Every single time. Price makes a move to the downside, corrective, and then boom, back to the trend. So seek out the major trends on the higher time frame, the weekly, the daily, the 4 hour. You can do the smaller, zones there. But then on the small time frame, on the 4 hour, on the 1 hour, mark up your charts, draw your trend lines, have you wait for those confirmations. This gets easier and easier. All right. So I just wanted to shoot this quick video, just showing you guys how to mark up, what to really look for. Just back tested. Everything pretty much plays out. See here, it goes on an uptrend, corrective move. Goes on an uptrend. These were actually corrective moves. And continue. And then when it's ready to go on a downtrend, corrective move. Downtrend, corrective move. Downtrend, corrective move. Guys. All right. So thank you, everybody. Appreciate your time. Like I said, quick video. Much success to everybody trading out there.